Hello students, hope you all are having a good time. Now in this class we shall discuss about how to refine a metal that is extracted. You know that extraction of metal involves three steps, that is concentration or dressing, extraction of pure metals and refining or purification of metals. Now what is this refining or purification of metal? When you get the extracted metal, it still has some impurities in it. To remove that impurities, we follow some procedures, we follow some processes that is called refining or purification of metal. In refining we have different methods of refining. One is distillation, other one is poling, liquation and electrolytic refining. Let us discuss each one in detail. Now first of all, what is distillation? Distillation is nothing but the two metals that are involved, they are boiled to certain temperature. When they are boiled to certain temperature, the low boiling metals like zinc and mercury, you get it in the form of liquid as distillate. When you are boiling these metals along with their impurities, because they have low boiling point, you get zinc and mercury in the form of liquid. That is called distillation. Next you have something called as poling. In poling, what is done is the logs of green wood are immersed into the liquid metal. When they are immersed into the liquid metal, certain gases come out or they get oxidized. The topmost layer get oxidized, remaining layers will not be oxidized and it will be in the pure form. This is called poling, that is big logs of green wood are immersed in the metal up and down. When they are immersed in the metal, what happens is certain gases come out. During this process, there is a chance of oxidation of the topmost layer. The topmost layer gets oxidized. It prevents the oxidation of the inner layers. This happens in the case of blister copper. This happens in the case of blister copper, and this procedure is called poling. The next procedure that you have is liquation. In liquation, the extracted metal is kept on a slopy surface and then it is heated. Whichever metal melts, that will slope down, and remaining the remaining impurities you can find here. The remaining metals can be found here. The metals which get molten, the metals which become molten, they slope down on the slopy surface. This procedure is called liquation. The next procedure that you have is electrolytic refining. In electrolytic refining, what we do is, let us say we are refining copper. The impure metal is taken as anode and the pure metal is taken as cathode. This is cathode and this is anode. Now when we pass current, you have to use the same salt of the metal. For example, here we are using copper as impure form of copper as anode, pure form of copper as cathode. Then you have to make use of copper sulfate salt. Here in the liquid you have to make use of copper sulfate salt. So here, as you pass the current, what happens is this anode keeps on melting. At anode, what happens is the metal, it loses some electrons. At cathode, what happens is the metal gains. Let me check 1 second. At cathode, it gains electrons and it will become the metal again. So this is what you have at anode and cathode. At anode, the metal loses electrons and comes and settles on the cathode, where it gains electrons. Remaining impurities will be settling as the anode mud at the bottom of the container that you have taken. During this process, even the valuable metals like gold or silver also can be obtained. So that gold and silver that is obtained, this gold and silver that is obtained, that can be used to cover the money, that is amount that is spent on doing this activity. Now this is about electrolytic refining. So at anode, what is happening is the metal ions lose electrons, at cathode it gains electrons, and they settle, the pure metal, the copper atoms, they settle on the pure copper that you have taken as cathode. So that is about electrolytic refining. So we have discussed all the 4 methods, that is distillation, poling, liquefaction and electrolytic refining. Let us discuss briefly distillation. Here the 2 metals are boiled, whichever has a less boiling point that comes out as a liquid. In poling, the thick logs of green wood are immersed, introduced into the metal, because of which the gases come out, and sometimes the topmost layer is getting oxidized, preventing the oxidation of the inner layers, that is poling. In liquefaction, 2 different metals are kept on a slopy surface. When they are heated, the impurities may flow out in the form of a liquid, leaving the metal that we need here, that is liquefaction, or it can be in the reverse way possible. Reverse way is also possible. Let me read out liquefaction. In this method, the low boiling metal like tin can be made to flow on a soapy surface to separate from high boiling impurities. Next you have electrolytic refining. In electrolytic refining, what we do is, we take the impure metal as anode and pure metal as cathode. Then as you pass current, you have to pass it to pass it through salt solution containing copper. So CuSO4 is that salt. In the salt solution, you have to use CuSO4 as the salt, because you want copper. Now as you pass current, what happens is, the anode impurities from anode, they settle at the bottom of the container that you have taken, and the copper atoms from here, they lose electrons, again they go and settle on the cathode by gaining electrons here. So the atoms that you lose here, the copper atoms, they will come and settle at the cathode, increasing the weight of the cathode here. So this method is commercially very viable, because sometimes you get gold and silver as anode mud, in the anode mud. So that may cover the amount that you spent on doing this activity. So that is about electrolytic refining. So that's all about today's class, children. We shall continue in the next class.